Y'all, I think I'm going to be sick. I mean, I know it's just one small drone test and I've actually done pretty well on the practice tests, but this is something that I've been wanting for a while though, so I'm actually really excited along with being very nervous for the test. Weird mix of emotions. So tonight we pack and tomorrow morning we leave bright and early. Today's the day. Physically look ready, but I don't know that I'm mentally ready.
Have to say goodbye to the puppies because this is actually taken in Prescott. We don't have drone testing where I live, so I get to celebrate being done with the test by exploring the historic district. Nervous. I don't do well testing, so we'll see how they do. I think the practice tests from the drone school that I'm doing will help a lot to kind of ease those nerves and give me a little more confidence. It seems so surreal that it's actually here. This has been a long time coming and I didn't think I'd actually get to this point. So I'm excited but nervous and glad it's going to be over with today. So, yeah.
It has been a while that I've wanted to get my drone certificate. I get to fly my drone commercially with the certificate, which means being allowed to put drone video in YouTube videos and do drone photography for my landscape photos. The FAA doesn't have an official class for this, but I did find the Drone Ground School, which I will link in the description below if you would like to look into getting your drone license as well. It helped me feel a little bit more prepared. I don't know where my nerves would be at if I hadn't gone through that online course.
That's where I'll be testing. Don't mind all the bugs on the window. We just got into Prescott and our hotel is not ready to check in yet, so we have about 2.5 hours to kill. 2 hours, depending upon how long it takes to get to guidance helicopters from the hotel and Whiskey Row area, because that is where we're going to go now to try to kill a little time and hopefully my nerves don't get too bad. I'm actually getting a lot more nervous knowing that it's only like 2.5, 3 hours until I start testing. So I'm getting kind of nervous, but I've been studying a lot. Hopefully that helps. It helps me to feel a little more confident at least. So we'll see. But I'm going to try to have a little bit of fun when we're killing time. Staircase. Two. Got a little bit lost and I actually had to use a Google map to figure out where they are, but look what I found! One of the murals. Down a little bit more and look what we found. There's kind of a little bit of stuff in front of it. So I don't think that stuff has always been there. I think they had to hold that up. So, but we found it. The architecture here is just so amazing. We don't really have fire escapes like this where I live, so this is pretty cool. Look! Grandma's bakery. That is so cute. Wow. We're on our way to guidance helicopters to start checking in to the testing area. They said to give a little bit of time, so I might be waiting for a while. Hoping if I'm the only one, maybe I can start early and be done early, because I'm starting to get heart palpitations and that nervous jittery feeling and really starting to feel the nerves coming on. Looking around the Whiskey Row area was very distracting and really fun, but it also took my mind off it so much that now I'm really, really, really nervous, but also really, really, really excited. So it's getting close. So we're at guidance helicopter. I'm about to go in. I can't take my phone in or any electronic device. I can take a simple calculator. So I will be going in without you guys. And then when I come back out, we'll know if I passed or not. My belly is a little messed up right now. I really have to pee. When I get nervous, I have to pee. So this is it. Wish me luck. Got my stuff. Have fun. See you in a bit. Bye.
1 hour later.
I passed. Oh my gosh. I didn't think I would. I really didn't think I would. I was going through it and I was like, I'm still shaking. I'm like, oh my gosh. I sat down and the questions were just not what I had, which obviously, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going past. I'm not going past. I was holding my breath the whole time and she came out with the paper and said I got 80% and 70 is passing, so I will take it. Now that I've passed, crazy to say, I passed my drone certificate test. We are going to Hotel St. Michael. Supposedly, our hotel's haunted too. I was doing some research on the hotel before we came, just because it really fascinated me. And it was built in 1891, and then it burned down in 1900, so only was up for like 9 years. And ironically, they claimed it was fireproof, so that's not ideal. And then in 1901, a man named John Duke rebuilt it to what we see today.
Lots of famous people stayed here, including Doc Holliday and Teddy Roosevelt. But the more interesting visitor, in my opinion, might be the lady ghosts that people have said they've seen around room 315. There have been claims of strange things happening around here and a strong perfume smell. So we're going to go up to the 3rd floor where room 315 is. To see the room that weird stuff has happened at. 307. Don't go towards the light.
I'm excited to see our room. Old hotels like this typically have small rooms because back then people traveled mainly with clothes on their back, which honestly we're probably lucky we have this size, which is a decent size room. Yeah, this is a big room. Must have gotten the cowboy suite.
Oh, and look at the view.
Wow, that view is just gorgeous. Yeah, this is perfect. The bathroom, because it says step. I'm curious. Oh, it's a step up. Okay, that's handy. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, their elevator was broken here, so we had to go up the stairs. Thankfully, the people here were so nice. They had somebody who worked here bring our suitcases up for us, which was really nice. They didn't want us to be inconvenienced at all, so really awesome customer service too. Funny enough, the elevator here is one of the spots that people have said they've had strange things happen in the hotel. So now I'm kind of wondering if there's a reason that it's broken. Fun fact though, that elevator was the first elevator built into a building in Prescott, Arizona. It's called the Otis Traction Elevator. Now we are going to go check out the historical district now that I can celebrate passing the drone test. Where we'll be is on Whiskey Row, which has a lot of fun things it looks like. I'm probably not going to stay out too late because I really want to put my drone up at Lynx Lake early in the morning. Whiskey Row was so much fun, but now it's time for bed, especially being as late as it is. The morning is going to come early. But all our stuff is packed, so all we have to do is take it down to the car and go on our way to Lynx Lake. So we'll see you in the morning. Okay, so this morning has been a little crazy. We went to Lynx Lake. I'm out. It's a national forest, by the way. I'm not going to take a chance flying my drone there because I don't know where the wildlife habitats are or areas are to avoid them. And I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get any wildlife hurt. So I was going to go to Watson Lake to get some just regular photos of the Granite Dell. But they're closed until 7 a.m. I'm guessing when we went before, it was when sunrise was a lot later. Trying to figure out what to do. This park opens at 6 a.m. instead of 7. So that's a little better for sunrise, especially with trees. So I'm gonna go with my regular camera and try to get some photos and get some video for you guys because it really is pretty here. So we'll see how this goes.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back.
So this trip wasn't as ideal for landscape photos. I really wish that I had my 10-stop neutral density filter so that I could have played a little bit with holding my exposure open and getting the water to be a little more soft. Unfortunately, in some of these you see the fishing boat out there on the lake, which is kind of cute for a photo. Not quite my style for landscape photos, but still not awful for just kind of like simple gallery pieces. Ultimately, this area is really, really beautiful, so I did try to just play around with the light and the greenery because we don't have a whole lot of greenery in our little desert we live in. So I wanted to try to get some simple pieces possibly with that and get the things I didn't want in there, like the fishing boats and people fishing on the sides of the water in there, and just getting kind of the spots that stood out to me that I just thought were really beautiful about this area. It also wasn't ideal for drone footage considering it was a national forest and I didn't feel comfortable flying in there not knowing the places where the wildlife was, and I didn't want to hurt any wildlife or anything like that. Definitely going to be looking into the rules and regulations a little bit more for national forests and figuring out what I can and can't do, and if I need any special permissions. Got some shots. Would have been better if I could get a permit for earlier or something, so there weren't people out here and for better lighting, but I think I might have got some fun stuff for like, simple pieces. It's really pretty.
Time to go home now. This was some trip. Sometimes things like this do happen with landscape photography where things don't work out right and you have to adjust and figure out something else to do or just roll with it. That is the benefit of scouting an area first. I really prefer to scout areas before I take photos. So I learned a lot from this trip. I got some fun photos. I can't explain how beautiful everything in town was, even this national forest, even though I couldn't do a whole lot and I couldn't fly my drone. The beauty that it has and getting to see the trees and smell the pine trees and getting to experience just the peace of the lake was so refreshing, and I'm ultimately really happy with speed bump. Ultimately, I'm really happy with how the trip turned out, and I'm really ecstatic that I passed my drone test. If you enjoyed this adventure and want to see more fun, beautiful things, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to join me on more adventures. Don't forget to hit that little bell to be notified when there's another adventure to join. Until next time, much love.